Fran Drescher, beloved for her role in The Nanny and respected for her strong leadership during Hollywood's recent labor battles, has announced she will not seek re-election as president of SAG-AFTRA. The news comes less than a year after the conclusion of the historic 2023 actors' strike, a work stoppage that became the longest of its kind in decades and saw Drescher at the forefront of the fight for fair pay, better residuals, and protections against artificial intelligence in the entertainment industry. Drescher, who first assumed the presidency in October 2021, quickly became a forceful and unapologetic voice for performers. She was re-elected in 2023 for a second term and, in that same year, led the union through a grueling 118-day strike against the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers AMPT. Her tenure was defined by unwavering advocacy, colorful soundbites, and a clear message to studio executives that actors' livelihoods could not be compromised for corporate profit. During the strike, Drescher made headlines for her fiery critiques of Hollywood power players, accusing them of being on the wrong side of history and calling excessive executive pay disgusting. In the midst of claims that the industry was in financial trouble, her speeches and social media messages became rallying cries for union solidarity, and many members credit her leadership with securing one of the most progressive labor contracts in the union's history. When the strike ended, in November 2023, SAG-AFTRA achieved significant gains, including improved streaming residuals, stricter AI safeguards, and increased contributions to the pension and health plans. Drescher reflected on the victory as a collective achievement, praising members for their unity and resilience while urging the industry to produce content that fosters empathy and connection rather than fear and division. Her decision not to run again opens the door to a new chapter for the union and a competitive race for her successor. Actor Sean Astin, best known for roles in the Lord of the Rings trilogy and The Goonies, has officially thrown his hat into the ring. Astin, who has a long history of union involvement and advocacy, is running alongside Star Trek Picard actress Michelle Hurd as his secretary-treasurer candidate. Another major contender is Chuck Slavin, a SAG-AFTRA New England board member, who has teamed up with stunt performer and activist Peter Antico as his running mate. Both Slavin and Astin are campaigning on promises to build upon the union's recent successes while also addressing ongoing challenges such as workplace safety, equitable pay across all tiers of production, and the looming threat of AI replacing creative labor. The upcoming election is expected to draw significant attention from the union's approximately 160,000 members, who will soon have to decide which vision for the future aligns with their priorities. Ballots will be mailed to members on August 13th, with a return deadline of September 12th. The results will determine who will lead SAG-AFTRA into what could be another volatile period for the entertainment industry, as the rapid evolution of technology and streaming economics continues to reshape Hollywood. While Drescher will be stepping away from the presidency, her influence on the union is undeniable. Many members and industry peers view her as the right leader for a particularly turbulent time, someone who not only fought for fair contracts but also elevated the conversation around respect for creative labor. Her ability to blend Hollywood charisma with a tough, uncompromising negotiation style made her a standout figure in recent labor history. As Drescher prepares to pass the torch, SAG-AFTRA faces a pivotal moment. The choice between Sean Astin's approach, Chuck Slavin's platform, or any other candidates who might emerge will set the tone for the union's next phase, with key issues like residual reform, diversity in hiring, and the regulation of AI still very much in play. The new president will need to be just as tenacious and media-savvy as Drescher to keep the union's momentum going. For Drescher, the decision not to seek a third term may mark the end of her formal role in union leadership, but it's unlikely to silence her voice in the industry. Whether through activism, public speaking, or new creative projects, she is expected to remain a prominent advocate for the rights and dignity of performers. And for SAG-AFTRA, her tenure will be remembered as a period when the union stood tall, made history, and reminded Hollywood that the people in front of and behind the camera are its true foundation.